Week 1 drafts are up. Battle Royale Week 1 drafts are up. Let's dig into some Battle Royales. Let's open the phone lines. Let's answer super chats. Let's do whatever it takes to get you ready for the 2025, not only Week 1 part of the season, but the 2025 season trades, getting your teams right, but also not pulling the trigger on stuff you don't need to necessarily do right now. A lot of people want to take care of their team and get it all ready to go. It has to be set walking into Week 1. Sometimes the best trades are made after Week 1. In fact, the very best trades are made after Week 1 because that's when buy low season's here. That's when sell high season's here. And if we got a lot of players fermenting and marinating and simmering on the bench, then we have a lot of opportunity to make these said trades after Week 1 when the values go up because we're drafting sleeping giant monsters. Some of them that will pop off in Week 1. The Fantasy Football Show Graveyard Edition, Draft Edition, pretty much every single night, midnight Eastern Edition begins right now. File on in.
Live from the FantasyFootballShow.com studios. It's the Fantasy Football Show. Live! Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Smitty is also live whenever news breaks.
Live whenever news breaks, ladies and gentlemen, and we're here to do some drafting. And I thought we were going to do some like puppy fours, and we still might. I don't know. We'll see. But the Battle Royales are out. And the Battle Royales are pretty awesome. 50K to first place. Draft size is 6. It's one quarterback, 2 wide receiver, 1 running back, a tight end, and a flex. So you could have technically 1 and 2 for the running backs, wide receivers, or 1 and 3, or 2 and 2. And so I'm going to jump into this draft right here, and then we'll jump into one together. Battle Royales are some of my favorite. Let me see if I can clear off this board here. I appreciate all of you dropping those previous super chats. Let's see if I can tweak this real quick. Let me go back to this screen. Let me set it up. You know, I could go, you know, the Battle Royales do a little bit better on the iPad, but let's see if I can expand this draft out and go from there. Let's see. All right, let me go back to this screen here. Battle Royale time, baby. 1.1. Your boys got the 1.1. Let's see here. Let me move this around. And then let me close this down here. Hold on a second. Bear with me. I hadn't really seen what the screen size was going to be like. It's been a while. I'm on the clock. I'm going to go. So Jamar Chase versus Cleveland. Gibbs, Green Bay, Bijan, Tampa. Let's go Bijan. All right, I'm going to go Bijan. Let me just bring this up here. All right, here we go. So, this is the board. Battle Royale time. That's good. 6 rounds. What? Is that all it's going to... Oh, yeah, this is only 6. I forgot. This is only 6 rounds. We're going to fly through these. We'll be able to do several of these. I thought there was still a bench, but I forgot that it's 1 quarterback, 1 running back, 2 wide receivers, a flex, and a tight end, but then no bench. So these things fly. These puppies, we rip through these bad boys. So this will be fun. I'm excited. You're excited. We're doing it live. Super chats will be answered in order in which they're received here while we're drafting. Let me answer this one right here. 12 team, 2 flex. I got Dak, Gibbs, Hendy, London, Buka, Hunter, Rice, McBride, Bill, Sharps, Pitts, Thoughts, ESPN, and my team ranked 12 out of 12. It does that with a lot of rookie-based teams, but let me see what I feel about it. Hendy Gibbs is fantastic. Buka, London, Buka is going to be underrated. Hunter, Rice is out. McBride, very good team. I'm not even sure I move anything, bro, except for maybe trying to upgrade Dak using Bill or upgrade Dak using Sharps eventually, upgrade Benson eventually. Very, very good squad. I like Kyle Pitts. Pitts is sneaky, but you're kind of in hold mode. I don't want you trading anybody but maybe Bill or Sharps or maybe Rice or Hunter to upgrade Dak into a monster. But that's it. All right, on the clock here, Brock Bowers is available. JD5 is available. BTJ is available. Let's go ahead with Brock and BTJ. So pretty balanced squad. This is Battle Royale. It's 6 rounds only, so we can blast through a bunch of these tonight. Yes, sir. That's what I'd advise for you, my boy, J Money. Thank you for the super chat. Dynasty, Tyler Warren or Harvey in a rebuild. I'd rather have Harvey. Arguable, but Harvey, unless it was a tight end premium, and I don't see that. Then, you know, it's a tougher call. Phone lines open also. Why no Caleb Johnson talk? We talk about all the time. You know, people overdraft them is when we talk about them. Phone lines will be open in a minute. We're just going to blast through a battle royale or two, get some of these super chats, and then I'll open the phone lines. So hang tight on that. Chase Brown. Nice. Taylor, Nico, Chase Brown. This team on the end has London, Evans, and McBride. Team in the middle has got McCaffrey, Kittle, and JD5. Team in the 3 spots got Gibbs, Bucky, and Burrow. Team number 2 is drafting wide receiver, wide receiver, wide receiver. And again, it's 2 wide receivers and a flex, so that team is done with wide receivers. Dice Boy dropping a 50 watt on screen. Dice Boy, love it, my boy. Guys, when I said the phone line will be open in a little bit, that means not right now. So just hang tight. $50 hauler from Dice Boy, doing it live. Mahomes, Fields, Genty, Bucky, RJ, Tootin, Aldi, Sharves, Buka, Pickens, Sutton, Tesla, Kittle, Warren, any moves. Niners to the bowl. I don't think so, but look at Genty falling. Man, that's such good value. Let's go with... Damn, I haven't even looked around, guys. Some of these ADPs are crazy. Let's go Buka here. So we got 2 wide receivers, 1 running back. So now we need a flex and then a tight end. Or no, I mean a flex and then a quarterback. Who's going to be our flex? Let's just grab Bo right now. And that Genty value is popping. Look at that, 23 overall. That's crazy. Dice Boy, I love the team. Love Genty, Bucky. Love RJ. Buka, fantastic. Sharps, Pickens. I mean, you are definitely blasting, through the gate here with your QBs or your QB, your running backs and your tight ends, stable. But if it's me, I'm trading Kittle or Warren, preferably Kittle, to get that wide receiver upgrade. Love Buka. Love Pickens. So Sutton, who I do like, but Sutton and Kittle for 1 bigger wide receiver. BTJ, London. Do it live, bro. You, Dice Boy, you get that trade. You put Warren straight in your lineup and don't look back. It doesn't matter. Kittle's good. Kittle's fantastic. You could trade Warren if you want. You could try Warren and Sutton, but you're going to get a lot less. But you could try it. Maybe you get a Lad McConkey. Warren and Sutton for Lad. You do that, I'm fine with it. But I would be trading one of those tight ends with Sutton to get an upgraded wide receiver, just because that team is straight mother freaking fire if you inject a big name wide receiver into that lineup. I'm getting ghosted. Getting ghosted. I don't know what you mean. Is that your name in the draft? Okay, almost on the clock here. Got a flex play here. MHJ. Oh, I know what I'm doing. Jeez, this is crazy. These values are insane. You know what I think the secret winning formula to this will be is Genty and Henderson. Getting Genty and Henderson late. Henderson's not even going to get drafted. That's so wild. I mean, he will by me here at this last pick, unless the person drafting in this spot is okay. Yeah. So, I mean, this is crazy that Henderson's not getting drafted. So Henderson and Genty are probably the week winning running back plays here, I think. So if I'm let's say this team number 2, I like this approach of going wide receiver, maybe quarterback, wide receiver, quarterback, wide receiver, whatever, and then get to Genty. Honestly, Genty, Bo Nix, and Hendy's pretty solid. That's probably what I would love to maybe stack. But then again, it's look at the team I got. I'm pretty fine with that too. Rajon, Bowers, BTJ, Igbuka. You know what? Forget what I just said. There's 100,000 ways to win this. But Hendy in round 6 is pretty damn good. That's a great squad there. I like my team. That's really good. Let's back out, go into one more. So you're going to go to the Underdog app. I'm not clicking it yet. Here's the link. Underdog will match your first deposit 50% all the way up to $1,000. There's the link. Boom. Smash that link. That link is in the live chat. Underdog will match your first deposit 50% all the way up to $1,000. And it's a $10 minimum. So smash that link. Do it live. Hit it. Sign up. If you miss out on this one while you're signing up, it's okay. We're going to do another draft. So go into the Battle Royale. Okay. So you're going to go to the lobby. Battle Royale. Week 1. And they're $7. Battle Royale week 1. Hit the green button now. And we'll all jump in. 5 more to draft. 5 more to draft. This will be a bunch of us together, which will be fun. And then we'll be on our way to the next one. All right, draft will begin shortly. Let me pull that draft up real quickly. There it is, Battle Royale. Boom. Put that one on screen. Here we go. All right, let's answer these super chats, shall we? Thanks again, my boy, for dropping that super chat, Dice Boy. Bang, bang, Smitty just drafted the 10-man. Mahomes, Fields, Genty, Bucky. Love the squad. Dice Boy, make sure you, first of all, $50 holler. Right.
$50. Give me $50 holler.
Try and make that move, my boy. Try and make that move. You get that wide receiver, it's over. Smitty just drafted 12-man team, 3 wide receiver. Genty, H-Hand, love it. JD5, Harvey, Henderson, jeez. Igbuka, Debo, Sharps. Look, I love Igbuka and Debo. I don't really think, you know, if you have to trade, like, let's say Harvey. If you traded Harvey and Debo or Igbuka, like, upward, like, what if you're not even upgrading, bro? You know what I mean? Like, I really, really, really do just love the idea of you walking into week 1 saying, you think my wide receivers are weak, don't you, league mates? You bunch of weasels. Just wait until you see what my wide receivers do. And I'm not touching this team, bro. Just let it ride. Let Sharps get that value. Penix Jr. is fantastic. Love the team. Easily a 7.9 to 8 out of 10. Let's go with Neighbors, not a worry in the world for week 1. And then Bucky. And we'll drop it like that. That looks pretty solid. Bucky's got a nice probable week 1 line loading. Thank you, Joe. Appreciate your $20 holler, you monster.
Alert. Super chat alert.
Thank you, Joe. Viral says, you are the Alex Jones of football. Thank you. I don't know what you meant by ghosted. Was that your team name? I'm not sure if that's what you meant. I know you weren't mean. I was ghosting you because I don't ghost it, Viral. 1.4 PPR, 3 flex, Genty or CD. You got to go CD if he's there, and Bucky is the second. If you got CD and Bucky, that's the ideal start, my boy. The ideal start. That would be fantastic. Luke, appreciate you with the super. Luke says, you said I need to trade Kenneth Walker. So what do you think about trading away MHJ and Kenneth Walker for Ted McMillan and Kyron? I'm okay with that. I would say it's probably better. But, you know, Kenneth Walker, if he ends up being great, you could regret it. Like, understand that there's risk, but there also could be a world where he gets you nothing in trade value out if something happens and Sharps gets to start. And they already are feeling like they're in a 50-50. But I will say that I think MHJ over Tet by quite a bit, but I think Kyron over Kenneth Walker by slightly more. So it's not like a home run, but it's definitely the Kyron side for me. And then I'd try and flip Ted McMillan. Even though I like him, I would rather try and upgrade if at all possible. Let's go Burrow and Genty. Let's go Burrow and Genty. Now, you can only have 2 running backs and 1 quarterback. You can only have 3 wide receivers, but you're required to have 2. So once you draft 2 RBs, the running back column is grayed out. So there's no way for me to get Achane or anybody else. You can only grab. That's why Henderson did fall. If anybody's like, how did Henderson fall? Because people just wanted different RBs. But yeah, this is awesome. I love that the Battle Royales are back. Week 1 Battle Royales are what we're doing. Thank you for the super chat, my boy. And I definitely would try and then flip Tet if you can to get back into like a JSN or a LAD or something like that. 12 team, half PPR, 1 QB, 2 running back, 2 wide receiver, 1 running back flex. Got Nix, Bucky, Hendy, Harvey, Nico, Garrett, Pearsall, Bigsby. Only moves would be Golden, who I like. I'm liking him more and more. Just opportunities there. Pearsall, Garrett Wilson, Golden, Garrett Wilson, Pearsall, Golden, Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson, for one slightly better player than Garrett Wilson. Past that, you're just holding on that squad, and it's pretty good. You may be 1 move away, or a free agent pickup, or just a riser like Golden, or Garrett Wilson to be top 4 or something. Like anything happens naturally with that team that is unexpected, then you're a freaking league winner. Or you pick up the right guy, you're a league winner. Or you make the 1 trade, you're a league winner. JD5, Genty, Hendy, Harvey, JCM, Sampson, Tootin, Puka, Rome, Hunter, Keenan Allen, Thornton, Kelsey. Like the squad. Trade JCM Tootin for Rice, Sharbs, half PPR, abso-mother-freaking-lutely, and then that would make your team significantly better and more dangerous. So 100% on that. I love how quick these are, too. These are just, we're in and out. We'll go Evan Ingram. And Debo Samuel. So Neighbors and Debo, Bucky, Burrow, Genty, Ingram. That's freaking amazing. They're all amazing, though. I mean, we're all drafting amazing teams here. But that's what's so fun about this. $20 hauler, 12 team PPR, 2 wide receiver, 2 running back, 1 flex. Baker, Achane, Bucky, Jamar Chase, Garrett Wilson, Henderson. Love the team. Hunter. So Hunter, Rice, Tesla, Charbonnet, Mason. You got a lot of bench talent. Thoughts? Any moves? Weak at tight end, but punted. Well, your tight end spot, Goddard isn't the end of the world, but make sure like Tucker Kraft isn't out there. Make sure Kyle Pitts isn't out there. Bucky. Probably just maybe Garrett Wilson again. And I like Garrett Wilson. It sounds like I hate him. But whenever I've got a Ted or a Garrett Wilson, or even if I had JSN, sometimes I'm trying to trade into JSN from somebody that has like a lot, wide receivers downstream a little bit. But even if I had, I'm always trying to get a BTJ. I'm always trying to get a London. I'm always trying to upgrade into Bucky from Jacobs. I'm always trying to upgrade from, Kamara into Hendy or something. It doesn't mean I don't like the players, but Bucky, Achane, Baker, Jamar Chase, Henderson, not touching any of that. It's only Garrett Wilson and Hunter for 1 big monster, Rice and Garrett Wilson for 1 big monster. You could potentially say Goddard if you wanted to go get a McBride and use Hunter or Rice to go get McBride. But I think if you can't pull off a blockbuster, huge lineup upgrade, you're waiting to let Hunter, Rice return. Hunter and Charbonnet, Mason, and Tesla gain value. You will have a lot to move around later. I think if you do too much overthinking and think you have to have it all settled walking into week 1, you will potentially get rid of a player that has not yet climbed in value, and you'll sell him at his current value and not tomorrow's value. So I like your team. If you can maybe make that monster BTJ, Neighbors, JJ, St. Brown, Bucky, Achane, Genty type of upgrade, then fine. I'm coupling multiple players together, but I'm not doing anything that's remotely small and upgrade, because I think you wait, you smash it. Who would you take at the 1.7 in Dynasty in a 1 QB? Genty, if he's there. I mean, it just depends. You got to give me options, Sir Brooks, because my answer would be Genty, but Genty probably gets taken, I would think, before that, but maybe not. If not, you know, you still got Neighbors, Jefferson, some CeeDee Lamb, Gibbs, Bajan. So who knows who's there? Just give me a list of guys and I'll rank them. It'd be a little bit easier. But Genty, if he's there, is a home run. This one here from what is this? Vice, appreciate you. Half PPR 12-man, Allen, Harvey, Hendy, CD, MHJ, Bowers, Adunze, Olave, benches Benson. Like the team, let Benson get some value at some point. Is Harvey startable? Yes, of course. Harvey is startable. Wide receiver 1, I'm cooked. No, you're not cooked. I like your team. MHJ is a fantastic wide receiver 2, but what do you mean wide receiver 1? What do you mean? CD's your wide receiver 1? I don't know what that question is about. But love Harvey. Harvey, I'm starting. Do you mean running back 1? I think you're asking if he's the running back 1. Harvey startable week 1. Week 1. Okay. W1, I don't know if you're trying to say wide receiver, but you're saying week 1, I think. So week 1, Harvey's probably startable. Yeah. I mean, unless we get word. I mean, you could go Gordon. Gordon's not bad, but I would go Harvey. There's no way I'm sitting Harvey. Harvey's got too much upside. And I like this team a lot. The only thing I'd even consider doing is like Olave, Adunze to upgrade MHJ. That's it. And I like MHJ, but if I could get a London, then boom, I'm balling. Don't think for a second you got to trade anything, though. This team is fantastic. And I love MHJ. But MHJ and Adunze, or MHJ and Olave, MHJ and Benson, go to the Connor owner, see what they got. Can they give you a upgrade by giving them Benson and Olave to upgrade and go that route? That would be pretty awesome, Vice. I like that opportunity for you. And then the Buzz with a $20 hauler. Buzz, appreciate you, young man.
Alert. Super chat alert.
Buzz, I've been listening all offseason. Rate my 12-man 1 QB IDP buddy redraft team. Pick 10. Nix, Penix Jr. Love that. Genty, Hendy, Sharps, Benson, Gordon. You're ready. Marks, you got this. Your team's... Look, Sharps is waiting in the wings as your third running back. That's fantastic. Don't feel like you're thin there. Sharps and Benson, good trade value. Gordon, Marks, good trade value. London, Buka, Hunter, Rice. You're fantastic, bro. Absolutely fantastic. Kraft and Likely, unbelievable. Don't touch a thing. You drafted literally the ensemble, and Smitty approved. Let it simmer. Let it marinate. And then you have some options later. 10-team standard, JD5, JSN, MHJ, Bijan, Bucky, Kelsey, Buka, Debo, Hunter, Bigsby, JCM, Rashad White. How did you do? Should I make any moves? Love the team. JD5, JSN. I mean, you can't go wrong there. The only thing I'd even consider would be like JCM, MHJ, slight upgrade. Debo or Hunter with JCM. Potentially, or just MHJ with Debo, potentially slight upgrade. Like anything like that, I could look into, but it's nothing you have to do. Like nothing you have to do. You have such a good squad that it would be crazy to overthink it. All right, get into one more battle royale. Click the button now. We'll get into like 3 or 4 more of these. They go so quick. Don't worry if you don't get in. They fill really quick too because there's only 6 people and I'm one of them, so there's only 5 spots. And when I join, I might be joining when there's only 2 spots left. I can't determine that. So we're just going to keep jumping in them. If you don't get in my draft, don't fret. Love this squad. Again, that's the only thing I'm even considering doing, bro. Caps, appreciate you. 10-team, Dynasty, Superflex. Superflex. Smitty, Travis, Sick Nasty, Vamp, Blackboard. You mean Blackbeard? Water Gump, BBQ, Denny, Ron Navy. How did I do? That's a great squad, bro. Water Gump is like that sleeping giant. Denny's really the sleeping giant because he's actually sleeping. But let me see if I can hold this up real quickly. Hold on. Water Gump. Battle Royale, where are you? Where's my Battle Royale? My drafts are finally winding down. But I've been timing out a lot in the last, I don't know. I thought for sure next year I'm going to have to get on the ball quicker. I literally thought this year there's no way I'm going to be timing out. But I joined too many drafts at the end, the slow ones. and I'm timing out like a mad dog. But I'm timing out on my ranking list, so it's okay. It's just it's not like ideal because you want to make each pick specifically. But I'm really kind of getting in some binds in a couple of the drafts. Let me get these 2 super chats on screen. And Gabe, when I said I'd open phone lines, I'd tell you like the 5th or 6th time I said it, I really meant it. Like, Gabe, you keep dialing in. Have I said phone lines are open yet? I don't think so. Gabe, you're about to be no phone line for you for the night. I mean, Gabe, relax. I'll tell you when they're open. All right. We went with neighbors again, not worried about week 1 whatsoever. Kyler, Bajan, Jacobs, Hendy, MHJ, Garrett Wilson, Tyler Warren, bench, Keon Coleman. Okay. Love Gordon. 14-team league, PPR, 4 keepers. How did you do? Kyler, Bajan, Jacobs, Hendy. You did great. You did great. I still... MHJ, Garrett Wilson's fine. Tyler Warren, I don't want anybody to think that's not a good team. Like, that's a great team. Jacobs is not my favorite player, so am I trying to trade him for a wide receiver and then have the triple wides and have MHJ and Garrett Wilson as your 2 and 3? That could be pretty badass. That could be really badass. 14 team. But, you know, that's me. But Bajan and Hendy is enough for me. It's 14 teamer. Kyler, I mean, you could leave this exactly the way it is. If you love Jacobs more than you love BTJ, or if I could trade Jacobs for Kyron, I'm doing that, and I think Jacobs goes ahead of Kyron. If I could trade Jacobs and something for Bucky, if I could trade Jacobs for BTJ from somebody that got in a 14-team league buyer's remorse on going wide receiver, and they're like, damn, I need a running back, bro. You need to make a trade where you're trading Jacobs for a wide receiver that went before Jacobs by handful of picks, and the person's just got buyer's remorse on their approach. 3 wide receivers, 2 flex league. Mike Kamara, Nico, London for Chase, Hendy, Addison. Give me, Nico, London, and Kamara, Chase, Hendy, Addison. Nico, London, Kamara. Give me Chase and Hendy, Addison, probably. Nico and London's great, though. Kamara, man, I don't know. Actually, hold off on that. Guys, can you vote on this one? Nico, London, Kamara for Jamar Chase, Hendy, Addison. Addison's out 3 games, but once he's back, there's definitely a gap, right? Between, even if you're looking at it like Kamara versus Addison, however you want to line these up, like, you know, Jamar Chase number 1, his number 1 would be London, let's say. And then Hendy versus Nico, you could argue that's a wash. You got a slight edge with the Jamar Chase, and then you have Addison a disadvantage to Kamara, but then again, like, Kamara might miss as many games as Addison's missing in the front end on the back end. I'm gonna say Jamar Chase. Love that team though. Last stream on the running back ranks got me pumped for Genty. Attaboy. Top chef, appreciate you. Thank you for the super chat, and then the final super chat to catch us up. We'll be opening phone lines here in just a little bit. Just a little bit. Wait your turn. Going to be an absolute marvel. Smitty to the moon. Thank you, pal. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. You're going to the moon, pal. You are. What's going on here with this? Am I on the clock yet or what? Chase Brown? I'm going to go Hendy later. Oh, no. I go Genty here. Hendy later is good, though. Burrow. I'm going to go Genty. Bucky Genty. Do it live. 12 team, 1 PPR, 3 flex. Trade ideas for wide receivers. Penix Jr., Pat Mahomes, Gibbs, Bucky, Kyron, Hendy, Harvey, Sharps. Damn, you loaded up on the running backs. Travis Hunter, Boca, Mims. I don't know. I kind of like it. If you got to go only 2 wide receivers, I almost feel like I want to let it ride a week, bro. But if you got to start 3 of them, then I guess you're trading. Hopefully you can start 4 running backs, though. You're trading probably Harvey. It's either Harvey or Kyron. I'm not trading Bucky, not trading Gibbs, not trading Hendy. But if you can start, looks like he. Let's go Burrow. Look at that team, bro. Neighbors, Bucky, Genty, Burrow. If you can start 4 running backs, I'm not trading. I'm only trading, I guess, Harvey. But what are you going to get? You know, Harvey and what? You know, do I want to trade Harvey and Buka? No, I'm not trading Buka. Harvey and Travis Hunter? I don't really want to trade Travis Hunter. So, like, Harvey for what? Mike Evans? You know, what are you going to get? 3 flex, though. Okay, so that seems like... I guess my question here, if you can answer this question, can you, if you wanted, could you start 2 wide receivers? If the answer is yes, then start Travis Hunter and Buka and go into week 1 and make this decision later. That's my final answer. If you have to start 3 wide receivers, then try and see what you can do trading Harvey straight up for a Debo or something, you know, or a little bit better if you can, but then that way you're not touching that running back stable. But touching that running back stable is not advised. 10-team super flex, 3 wide receiver, 2 flex. QBs are Dak, T-Law, Tua, Jones. Okay. Trade Jones if you can. Danny Dimes sucks. Christian McCaffrey, Cook, Hampton. I'm trading Cook probably. So Hampton and then Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt. So Cook. So I might be trying to trade CMC too. You know how I feel about CMC. I don't want CMC in my roster when I could go trade him for a Lamb straight up. Could go get him. Could go trade him for a BTJ straight up, for a Genty straight up. Give me Genty all day long. But Cook specifically, Krosky, Merritt, love the receivers. I don't even want to touch those receivers, bro. You have a tough enough time deciding between Buka and Pickens and Hunter. Hopefully you can start at least 3 of those. Yeah, 3 wide receivers, 2 flexes. So you're probably, bro, trade away Cook, Krosky, Merritt, upgrade your quarterbacks. Krosky, Merritt, and Cook. In fact, if I could go to the Mahomes owner or Bo Nix owner, Dak is not that big of a downgrade, or T-Law. Trade CMC for their Hendy and upgrade to their quarterback. Go see what the Hendy owner has, especially the Genty owner, and trade CMC for Genty for a quarterback upgrade. And if you've got to throw in Krosky, Merritt, or you got to throw Cook in and they throw somebody else in, you make it a complicated trade, I'm heading in that direction. 100%. 100%. What am I doing here? Flex spot. You know, you just look through this stuff and you're like, okay, I got a tight end already. Travis Hunter. Kind of like Travis Hunter here. I don't have any Hunter drafts. I haven't drafted Hunter yet. So we're going to go with Travis Hunter here. We got 2 wide receivers. Now I'm down to only needing a tight end. And Laporta's there and Ingram's there. I'll probably go with Ingram yet again, the Joker. So love this squad. Neighbors, Hunter, Ingram, the Joker, Burrow, Genty, Bucky. Phone lines open, dial in.
Call into the show. Call into the show.
Gavin's sitting there with the phone in his hand. Just boom, there he is. Yes, Gavin. You're live.
Sorry about this, man. I walked away when you told me you weren't open yet. My draft is tomorrow, so I'll just real quick question for you.
All right, hold on. Let me merge these calls in real quickly. Just hang tight. Rock out, mute yourself real quickly. I'll be right with you, pal. And this caller here, mute yourself real quickly. I'll be right with you, okay? And mute yourself if you wouldn't mind. I'll be with you in a moment. Thank you. Please mute. All right, Gavin, you're live. Go ahead.
All right, so tomorrow's the draft, so I was going to ask you, if I'm on the clock on the turn, you got Devon Achane and Bucky. You're choosing Bucky, right?
Well, I mean, not necessarily. I I'm drafting Achan over Bucky most times because I can, and I can get both. But if I was like in a spot where I'm not getting the other one, I think I am Bucky right now. Yeah. But
And would you take Travion Henderson over Kyron?
probably split that.
Okay. And Drake London over any of them? Where would that tier be at with choosing the second receiver? Because my first round pick, I already have a keeper.
Say that part one more time.
I said, would you take Drake London over any of the other players that we just mentioned? Like, where would you draft Drake London over? Like, would it be over Bucky, or would you be Bucky then Drake London?
I think it depends. It just depends on the scenario, bro. There's no way to really, I can't map this out in a cemented way. It's feel, it's vibe, it's who I'm drafting with, it's the flow of the draft. I mean, in general, Bucky, Achan, London are all dead even, bro. Genty would be over those guys. If you don't pay, you don't play. Smitty rules scam. I don't know what do you mean by that, Davis? What do you mean by that? Explain yourself. Go ahead and go ahead and tell everybody what you mean by that, as you're inferring something. I think by your boy Smitty. Would love to know what you mean by that. Go ahead and speak your mind, and we'll see what you have to say. Because you talk a lot of talk about this and that, but what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to answer what already is like 500 chat messages? Am I supposed to answer everybody's? I mean, it's kind of the way it goes when there's 500 messages in the first 20, 30 minutes that I do get to the super chats. That's kind of the way it is. But I also read the chat as I'm going. Is that what you mean? Just curious. And curious if it's that bad, why you be here. Okay. Any other questions, Gavin, or what else did you have?
No, that's it. Appreciate it.
Yeah, bro, just hard to give you a cemented in approach. Really is. And the other thing you got to remember, and this is what I tell people, they get a little panicked and they're like, "What do I do? What do I go Lamb or do I go Gibbs?" And I'm like, "Bro, Gibbs Lamb doesn't matter. You might build a team in two Spider-Verses side by side, two alternate universes. You might build a Gibbs team that scores the exact amount of points as the Lamb team. You know what I mean? You might build a team that's got Bucky or Achan and they score the exact amount of points the same. They both win the championship in the Spider-Verses. So you just gotta realize that there's no mistake really. One might outscore the other. One could get hurt. I get it, but at the end of the day, the reason they're really close is because they're really close. They're awesome. But I lean toward Bucky over Achan. I lean toward London over Puka or St. Brown, but they're all really close.
Appreciate you.
All right, man. Appreciate you later. I guess that guy didn't want to explain himself. I just, it's funny how people can say things like, "You don't think I'm reading the chat, bro?" I am reading the chat. And I'm trying to do a lot of things. Do you know somebody taking calls, doing drafts, answering messages when they can, answering super chats, and going live literally like 7 to 10 straight, 7 to 10 total streaming hours per day? I mean, I'm live. Yesterday was like 10 hours or something. I'm live longer than you are at your office job. Like I'm literally streaming longer than most people are going to work 9 to 5. So like I'm a one-man band. And complain about Smitty's rules scam. Like, what are you talking about? I don't see your response either. So, go ahead. Let's see who's next. Kevin, appreciate you.
What's going on, Smitty? It's your boy Joe Blacko. How you doing, man?
What's up, my boy?
Yo, I'm good, man. I want to say I appreciate you, man. I'm working the graveyard shift, going through things with the family, but this time of year when you're live as much as you are, it really helps the days go by. So
nice, bro.
We appreciate you, man.
Hey, I appreciate you, and there's nothing better than a hardworking man calling into the show and telling me that I'm making his day better. Your job is so much harder than mine, even though I'm telling you I'm streaming live and I've got people trying to judge what I'm doing or whatever. But at the end of the day, I love what I do. I couldn't think of a better job in the whole world, so I'm very fortunate and blessed. And when I get a hardworking individual like yourself that's putting in grind and saying, bro, I'm sitting here listening to you in my AirPod and I'm working at 80% capacity, you know, at my job right now because of this show. Nothing makes me more, I guess, proud. So I appreciate you. I work for you guys.
I appreciate you, man. Hey, I had a couple of things. I've been in the Patreon. You've probably seen. I'm looking to down tier. Well, I'm deciding if I should down tier from Jamar Chase to pick up an elite quarterback. I sent in a super chat like earlier, your 8 o'clock show. The JD5 owner has Neighbors, and the Josh Allen owner has Amon-Ra. Is there a side of that you like better down tiering from Chase?
All right, hold on. Everybody jump into one more Battle Royale. Just click on it in 5 seconds. We'll jump straight in together. Battle Royale, $7. 4, 3, 2, boom. Smash it. And then we'll pull it up here. Which one do I like?
Yeah, which one would you like? Because it's Josh Allen and Amon-Ra, and then the other one would be JD5 and Neighbors. And I have Jameson on my team already.
So Josh Allen and Amon-Ra for JD5 and Neighbors. I'm kind of confused.
No. So I have Chase.
Can you just give me the trade? Just map out the trade rather than give me like the scenarios and everything. Just give me the players for players. Okay, go.
So the first player would be my Jamar Chase for his Amon-Ra and Josh Allen. That's the first trade.
Okay. And you already have a quarterback. I have
Bo Nix.
Okay. So while this is an amazing trade, it's amazing value, you already have Bo Nix. So that becomes a little bit of a surplus problem. But okay, so I'd probably say I take this trade, yes. Yes.
Okay. You would take that over a Jamar Chase for JD5 and Neighbors?
No, I take JD5 and Neighbors, even with the risk.
Okay. Gotcha. That was the question, man.
All right, man. Appreciate you.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
All right, later. All right, let me see here. So Jamar Chase, McCaffrey, London. Smitty, first full off season using your advice and loved my draft today. I felt like I was cheating, bro. I'm sure you've got Harvey, Handy, Hampton, and Buka. You got the Triple H and Associates. I bet you got these boys.
In a jam, call HHH and Associates.
Triple H and Associates. Locations on Earth and Jupiter.
I bet you got them boys, bro. Let's go again with the Neighbors and Bucky. Let's try that. Thank you, J-Move. Appreciate your kind words, my boy. You know, the only time people have said some things that, you know, make your boy feel proud. That's one. One person said your content's babies are being had because of this content. That was one, probably the best compliment I've ever got in my life. And what he meant by that, he clarified and said that, you know, did so well in my fantasy leagues, we're able to decide, let's have children. So content's creating children. I mean, that's one of the best compliments. And then the one that I get a lot that I really like is the one where people are literally listening throughout their day. I forget, who was it that said that they couldn't listen anymore at work? Who was that? And that bummed me out. $20 super chat here by Brother Charles.
Super chat alert.
Associates in the house. I gotta make the shirt. The merch is coming. Associate merch is coming. 80% Smitty is 80% of all fantasy football analysts at 100%, all combined together. We do it live. Thank you, Brother Charles. Appreciate you. There's look, you know, arrogant as it sounds, there's nobody creating the amount of content that we're creating as a one-man band, let alone 2 to 4 producers and 5 different rotating analysts. Like, we do it live. Smitty, you changed your sign to 34K yet? Yes, we did. We did. We sure did. All right, phone lines. Let me go over to Rock Out. Rock Out, you are live, young man. And then Joseph, I'll be with you after that. Rock Out, go ahead.
Can I give you my bad team from my draft earlier?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
All right, what's that? Quarterback, Dak and Penix. Running back, Henry, Achan, Harvey, Tank Bigsby and Mitchell. Wide receiver, JSN, Evans, Ridley, and Bateman and Mims. And then tight end, got Kelsey and Ingram.
Nice. I like it, bro. Neighbors, Bucky, Burrow, and Genty's what I got cooking here. And somebody asked why JJ isn't in this. It's only the morning and afternoon slate of games. So no Sunday night game, no Monday, no Thursday. So that's why there's players missing. It's the Battle Royale is always going to be the morning, afternoon slate of games. Yep. Yes, sir. What else you got, Rock Out?
Would you even consider trading Henry for like a 2-for-1?
Henry for what? Of course.
I don't know if they'll do it, but maybe Bucky and McLaurin.
Yeah. I would trade Henry down to Genty, down to Bucky, down to Achan, down to Hendy.
I already got Achan.
Well, I'm just telling everybody else like that 100% solid move to go from Hendy. I trade Henry or CMC down to those running backs and then gain an extra player somewhere for sure.
Yep.
This guy says found this channel because he was the one talking about Ibuka. Now I have 5 different fantasy apps. Appreciate you, Mando, my boy. Look, everyone claiming that they were on Buka before we were. Whatever. we got the receipts. You can think whatever you want. No one's saying that the guy didn't exist and breathe air before we came along, but we certainly were touting him at levels that people were laughing, and now everyone's acting like he's amazing and he's the best ever, which he is. But it's just funny, And then you have people that say they're high on Buka, and then they say things like, "When Godwin comes back," or they'll say something about the crowded room, or they'll say like you don't like Buka if you're talking about that kind of stuff because nothing's going to affect him. We've been on that shiat longer than anybody. Debo, Laporta. I haven't drafted Laporta yet. Let's go with Debo here. And then now I just need a tight end, so we'll go with Laporta, I believe, right here. So I'll go Debo, Laporta. Kyle Pitts is there. I don't mind Kyle Pitts. I think he could have a good game, but we'll go ahead and go Laporta. So Neighbors, Bucky, Burrow, Genty, Debo, Laporta. Pretty damn strong. And then this one here, $5 hauler, 14 team 2 flex, Allen, Harvey, Warren. Kind of a rough running back stable, not going to lie. And then even on the bench, Tootin's waiting in the wings and Dobbins I'm not. So, yeah, let's see what you got. You better be loaded at wide receiver. CD, Brown, Loveland, Worthy, Addison. I don't know, man. The problem is no one's going to trade for Warren. Nobody's going to want to acquire Warren in the trade. He's just not guaranteed anything. You can wait until week 1's over and if he has a good game or something, but I don't think anybody's trying to acquire him to use him. So you're kind of in a bind. And I'm not in love with A.J. Brown, honestly, at his ADP. I like the Worthy pick, I suppose, but I still feel like this team got punched in the gut somewhere. And it's just missing like the 4th rounder or 3rd rounder. But one move, and then you're back. So don't like think this isn't salvageable. It is 14 team though, but it still feels like it's a tiny bit thin. So my advice would be you trade AJ Brown for a slight downgrade, but somebody that we believe could outscore AJ Brown. MHJ, Garrett Wilson, Lab McConkey, and if you can upgrade, let's say Warren, and I don't know if you can really like Addison into a running back, whatever, then all of a sudden this team is on a whole different level. So MHJ, and let's say you take Warren and turn it into Dan. I wish you didn't have Harvey because Harvey was perfect for this. I don't know if you're going to... Like, Breece Hall would be a pretty good acquisition for a team like this. Breece Hall would not be bad. I kind of like the Breece Hall idea with this squad. Because Breece Hall, he's risky, but that's the whole point in acquiring him. Is first of all, you're buying him low. You're not buying him at any sort of high value. So, I feel like it's a good move. Hold on one second, guys, on the phone line. I'll be right with you. Let me just make sure I get all these super chats on screen before I lose them. Thank you, 628. Appreciate you. Thank you, Pierce. Appreciate you. We got a $19.99 from Brother Charles yet again. And it looks like we got a 50 wad from Angel coming in strong with the $50 mother freaking hauler. Angel, appreciate you. Let me handle the $50 hauler, then the $20 hauler, then just get the stuff cleared out and then go straight to the phone line. Angel, $50 hauler. Do it live. Do it live.
$50. Give me $50 holler. Like that bottle, brother Smitty. Give me $50. Oh, yeah.
Angel doing it, says Brown Panther. Brown Panther's been dropping loads too. Brown Panther, appreciate you. Brother Charles says, hold on one second. This channel has my best ball looking better than ever. Thank you, Brother Charles. Appreciate you. And Smitty Dog, nobody does it better than you. Work hard, my boy. This Angel 9.0, your first 9.0 rate of the offseason. Oh, yeah, your team was great. Love the show. Get you a steak, my boy, and rest. The show is a cheat code. Up, down, left, right. A, B, select, start. Yeah, up, down, left, right. Contra, baby. Contra. Thank you, Angel. Appreciate you. Angel did get, I think, the first official 9.0. His team was through the roof. And then Brother Charles says, because of Smitty, I drafted so much bargain Hendy and Buka way back in early July. Might be printing money in a few months. Do it live. We cleaned up on Buka, on late Buka, late Hendy, late Harvey, late. You remember when we came in after the NFL draft and the first night they had to use the previous ADP from before the NFL draft. That's who their starting point was. And so when they opened up the best balls after the NFL draft concluded, Harvey had to have his 9th round ADP. And so once the drafts kicked off for one night and one night alone, we cleaned up on Harvey in round 8 and 9 because nobody thought to go look for him. And I wish I'd labeled those teams because Harvey was going in 9-10 for just a little while. Hunter we got in the offseason before the NFL draft in rounds 9, 10, 11. Just unbelievable. Okay, all right, here we go. Let me go ahead. This is draft tomorrow, third pick. Should I go wide receiver, running back, or running back? Depends, my man. I get this question a lot. I tend to lean running back, but I'd have to see the board to fully commit to that. And there's no answer that 10-team PPR, not super flex. Should I be drafting backup quarterbacks and tight ends, or does it depend on the reliability? It depends on the reliability of your QB1, but more importantly, it depends on will your league have available quarterbacks all offseason? If not, then you have to grab one. There are some situations where grabbing 3 quarterbacks is important if your benches are big. But, I mean, if you can, let's say you grab one tight end and you always have Hunter Henrys and guys like that Gesicki on the waiver wire, then yeah, go with one tight end. Quarterbacks are not always that case, though. Quarterbacks are always a little bit harder to house, and if you just, Pierce, make sure you just feel the flow. But if it's running back heavy, the environment, then I'm very much more apt to go RB, just again to answer that. But quarterbacks, guys, you got to read the room. Like, what's the waiver wire look right now with quarterbacks? If you drop somebody, are you only giving Danny Dimes or something, or maybe Aaron Rodgers at the most, and you have literally two options? Then don't go dropping your backup quarterback. Burrow, Jacobs, Kyren, K9, Sharps, Mason, Chase, T-Mac, J-Mo, Myers, Kelsey, Godwin. Any moves considering trading Kelsey, Jacobs, Godwin for Henry and Njoku? I definitely would probably take that trade, sure. But then I would look to maybe trade Henry, honestly. Downgrade him to Genty, or Bucky or Achane, and then get another additional Hunter, Harvey. I mean, quarterback, or you got a quarterback, you got Burrow. Upgrade of some kind, but you could even throw T-Mac in and get some monster wide receiver and make it a 2-for-2. Henry and T-Mac for Genty and freaking Lad McConkey, something like that, or even a BTJ or London. So definitely do that trade and then flip it. That's a great idea. And if you don't get that trade pulled off, I'm still contemplating moving K9, keeping Sharps, move K9 with a T-Mac or a J-Mo for like a Kyren or an Achane who's injured right now, everybody thinks. Real quickly, before I go back to the phone line, jump into one more Battle Royale. Click the button in 5. And hold on, real quickly. Underdog promo code Smitty. Okay, they'll match your first deposit 50% all the way up to $1,000. Here's the link. I'll drop it in the live chat. We'll click the button in about 5 to 10 seconds. So click that link, do it live, sign up, and you will be ready to rumble. Even if you don't get in to this draft, we might do 2 more. We might do 3 more. I don't really know yet, but it depends on how fast everything goes through. But we'll jump in. Let me click the button. Let me see if I can go find this draft. 3 more to start. 3 more to start. Click the button, do it live. They fill up pretty quickly. Battle Royale. 3 more to start still. It's unusual. That is quite unusual. Caller, just mute yourself real quickly. I'll be right with you. All right, hold on a second, guys. All right, let me go back over. Rockout, were you trying to say something earlier?
Yeah, having Mitchell over Hill for the Ravens backfield is better running back to have, right?
Keaton Mitchell, yeah.
Yeah,
there are too many. There are too many running backs out there, bro. That we want to have over Justice Hill. I'm not cuffing Henry to Justice Hill, even if they said tomorrow, yeah, Keaton Mitchell is just not. Something happened, whatever. I'd rather go get Brashard Smith. I'd rather go get, obviously Ollie Gordon.
Yeah, I picked it. Yeah, I had Mitchell. Yeah.
All right, Rock out. Anything else? I'm going to probably clear the phone line off one at a time just because the clicking gets so bad as I add more people. Anything else? You can call back if you got another one.
And I got Kelsey and Ingram. Which one would you keep if you try to trade one of them?
I trade whatever one gets me more value.
All right.
Because they're both very, very similar. All right, on the clock. I haven't drafted Jamar Chase. I'm going to go Jamar Chase here. All right, Rock out. Call back if you got another one. Appreciate you, bro. Did the whole phone line close? Is the phone line there? Anybody there?
Yeah, you got one left.
Okay.
Yo.
All right, hold on. Let me go. I'll call on you one at a time. 1 second. I said no, hung up. Rock out. You can call back in a minute if you want. Mo, you're live. Let me go to Mo first. Mo, you're live. Everybody else mute, please.
What's up, Smitty?
What's up? I can't do full team breakdowns. I got a full phone line, so you're gonna have to just give me a focalized question.
Very good. I just got Tootin, Benson, and Blue on my waivers.
would you drop anybody on my bench right now? I'm thinking I got Samson. Well, Samson's probably my worst player on my bench. Would you drop Samson for any of those three?
Drop Samson for Tootin and who?
Tootin, Benson, or Blue?
Tootin, Benson, and Blue. Probably Benson. But I like Tootin and Benson a lot. I like both of them a lot.
So you would drop Samson for Benson?
For right now, I like Benson and Tootin. I like them both.
Okay.
But yeah, I would probably lean that way. But it's close, man. I mean, anything can happen.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Okay, hold on one second. Let me see if I can. I'm going to go Genty here. Yeah, that's a tough one, bro. I wish I could give you like a concrete answer on that one, but I mean, honestly, it comes down to opportunity, you know, and I can't predict the opportunity that one guy might get. And so, you know, we're kind of left guessing, and we just don't know. We just have no clue.
Yeah.
But Benson feels like if everybody went down in the room, bro, I'm feeling like Benson's gonna ball. Tootin just might be a couple of steps away, so that's kind of why I'm waiting on that. If I'm given the choice to go Benson, like if Connor went down, Benson would be a clear mother freaking top 10 running back, just clear as day.
Yeah. I know you were pretty high on Samson. Is it just because like he's in like the Browns offense right now?
Well, it's yeah. I mean, I am high on him, but it's a Brown offense. There's a lot of reasons why I'd be just a little bit more excited, in my opinion, over, But if any buzz started kicking in about it, I'd be all over it, because it's just about opportunity. You're talking about all these guys are very similar in value. It's just about opportunity, and Samson's going to be facing more competition here soon, so it's not like it's hold on, let me just draft real quick. Burrow and jeez, man. So I got I'm gonna go Hendy here. Look at the squad: Jamar Chase, Burrow, BTJ, Genty, Hendy. Woo! I like this. Is my favorite one so far. Chase, BTJ, Genty, Burrow, and Hendy. Damn. I know we're all stacked, but that team's fire. All right, man. Got to go. Anything else?
No, that's it, man.
All right, call back if you got another one. Appreciate you. All right, let me go over 337. Your name and where you calling from?
Hey, Smitty, it's Iceman.
What's up, Iceman?
Iceman from Louisiana. What's up, Smitty? It's been a while.
What's up?
Hey, I was wondering, who you like over Bucky or Kyron if you had to choose?
Bucky.
Really? That easy?
Yep. I mean, Bucky, I'm drafting if in round 1 if I have to. Kyron's kind of like that 2-3 turn. Very good second rounder, but for some reason we get him in the 3rd round in best ball. But in mom and pop leagues, he's going in 2, I mean, then again, in my buddy league, I got him in 3. 10-man, but Grandma League got him in 3.
So I mean, I got a trade I did in Dynasty. 2026 first and second round, probably mid first round and late second rounder for Kyron Williams and Jarquez Hunter. Which side do you like?
You gave up a 26 first mid, you think?
Yeah. Looking like probably mid or mid to late first rounder. And then what's looking like, if I had to guess, a late second rounder for Kyron and Jarquez Hunter.
Yeah. I mean, I take that all day. But I will say that when you're talking about but when you're talking about Bucky's got way more dynasty appeal because he's just getting going, and Kyron's put some miles on already. Still a young guy, just got his contract, but he could only play 2 more elite years maybe. But that's enough. Don't freak out about that. 2 years is a long time, and then you got maybe the thought of a 3rd year. But I don't think you can count on 5 years.
That makes sense.
Yeah, but so I'd rather have Bucky to answer your first question, especially in Dynasty. But I would definitely do this trade, especially if you can win now.
Okay, I like that. And,
All right, my boy.
one last thing.
All right.
One last thing, Smitty. Do you like any Saints players like past the 8th round? You're a homer.
I don't. Here, listen offline. I don't like anybody but Kamara, and I barely do. I'm just kind of avoiding all Saints players in general, bro. I would take Kamara at the right price. I would take Olave for free, but it's not an easy call, you know, when to go in on a Saints player, because the Saints would just look like trash. All right, let me go to these super chats for a second. Phone line, just hang tight for me, please. This one here, Laporta for Rice. I'd take Rice in a heartbeat. I like Laporta, but man, I could get a better. I could go get, you know, there's tight ends to grab. There's tight end, like Pitts is so cheap. Happy Friday. You like the card. Happy Friday. You like the card. Do I like the cards? Like the Cardinals? Does anybody know what he's talking about? The cards, maybe? I'm a Cardinal fan. I mean, I'm in Arizona. Yeah. 12-team Superflex starters: Knicks, Dak, Gibbs, Chase Brown, Obuka, T-Mac, Kraft, Hendy, Flacco. Like the squad. Chase Brown, Gibbs is phenomenal. Ibuka, love that. But I think Ibuka could be your number one. But like, did you draft? You know, could you draft a better one and then have Ibuka play like that player? But Ibuka's in your 2 or 3. T-Mac, I'm trading team. I got Hendy. Hendy's just hiding in there. Is that on the bench? Or is that your flex? That might be your flex. Oh, the card you shipped. Oh, Nate, you got to understand, I don't know everybody's YouTube name. I haven't received it yet. I have to go try and I'll go. Thank you. I guess it arrived, I suppose. Nate, I didn't know your YouTube name, my boy. Now I do. I do. A lot of people have like a slightly different name than their YouTube name or whatever, and I don't know who's who. Nate, appreciate you. And I will look for the card. Thank you. Nate sent me a Bijan. I'll show it. Nate sent me a Bijan rookie card. It's what is it? An Achan, Bijan, and what is it? You showed it to me. It was freaking nice. Thank you. Appreciate that, Nate. Nate Dog in the house. 12-team. I just saw Hendy here in your flex, so Hendy's great. Ibuka. Would I trade Tet and maybe? It's not like you have a lot to trade on the bench. Oh, you got Rice. I think I might just wait this out for Rice to come back. That's where it is. I'm sorry. It looks like a cluster that you shoved all together, and it's hard to read it all. But at the end of the day, this team started to come around because I'm starting to decipher between it. So Knicks, Gibbs, Chase Brown, Rice, Ibuka, Hendy. I really do like it. T-Mac, probably just wait on it, bro. There's not a lot to move unless you can move Rice and T-Mac for one Lad McConkey or higher type player, or Bucky or something wild. You know, that's probably a stand pat team because you're waiting on Rice. Thank you for the card, Nate. Nate says, I had it, the triple patch too. Who's on it? Who's on it, Nate? Oh, Gibbs, Achan, Bijan. Yeah, it's got Gibbs, Achan, Bijan on the card. It's a rookie, right? So it's awesome. Thank you, Nate. Appreciate that. I haven't got it yet, but I could probably message. Let me see. Let me see if I can message and figure out if it arrived. I had it. Okay. Thank you, Il. Appreciate you with the super chat. $10 hauler. 12-team PPR 2 flex. Got McCarthy, Collins, Neighbors, Ladd, Achan, Hampton, K9. Very solid squad. Bill, Cup. What should I do? Is it worth using the number one priority on Rashee Rice? Yes. Who's dropping Rashee Rice? Are we serious, man? I mean, does this need to be mentioned on the waiver wire show? Is anybody else seeing this? Can I get one person to confirm that Rice has been cut in their league besides Ill? I mean, that's crazy, bro. Yes, you full load droppage, not even a hesitation. He would be the number one waiver wire player if we threw him on this board here, the preemptive waiver wire show. Full load drop. Full load drop.
Initiate full load drop.
The entire thing. Not messing around. And that way you don't need to do any trades. And I like your team. I'm just probably trading K9. K9 and Worthy for one big gun. K9 and maybe Bill. K9 and Golden. But I definitely love your squad. Don't trade Hampton. Don't trade Achan. Don't trade Harvey. Don't trade Neighbors. Don't trade Nico. K9 to upgrade McCarthy would be a nice move. Mahomes or higher. K9 for Bo Nix straight up. I would do in your situation with the depth you have. And if you get mother freaking Rice off the waiver wire, has anybody seen Rice dropped? Anybody? I want to know. All right. Go to the phone line, then we'll actually real quickly jump in another battle royale. I'll count it down. We'll do it in 10 seconds. For those that want to join and draft with us, Underdog, promo code Smitty. That link is in the live chat pinned. The link is in the description of the video. Code Smitty also gets it done. Here's the link. Smash that. If you don't get in right now, sign up now, because if you don't get into this draft, we're going to do at least one more. So you'll be able to get into that draft. So let's go ahead and back out. Go to the Battle Royale. If you don't know how to find it, you're going to go to the Originals tab. When you're on the Originals tab, you're going to see that carousel of 3. You just keep swiping. It'll be Battle Royale. It'll probably be the 4th or 5th. Let me just see. 6th, 7th. Looks like 7 or 8 swipes, and then it'll be like in that grouping of 3. The bottom one, it's $7. I'm going to click it in 5 seconds. 5, 4. Smash it. All right. Let me go to the phone line here. Joseph, you're live.
Hey, Smitty, it's Jaime, actually.
What's up, Jaime?
Got a quick question maybe about a potential Garrett Wilson here. I got kind of screwed over in my league. One of the guys drafted 3 quarterbacks and 3 tight ends in the first 7 rounds. So right now I got Penix starting, but I was looking to maybe upgrade. He is very weak at wide receiver. I'm pretty stacked at running back. I got Harvey on my bench, and I was potentially thinking about trying to move like Garrett Wilson for Patrick Mahomes from him. And I was just wondering if you think that I would need to be adding more to that, or if that's fair.
Garrett Wilson for Patrick Mahomes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd do that if you got the depth for it.
Yeah, I mean, right now I'm starting CD and Igbuka in my wide receiver slots, and Wilson would be in a flex.
Yeah, I could get behind that, bro.
And then the other option would be maybe to try to move like Wilson and Harvey to upgrade my tight end, because I got that was late. Maybe like Wilson and Harvey for like the Bowers or a Kittle.
Wilson, say that one more time. Sorry.
Maybe Wilson and Harvey for like a Bowers or Kittle.
Wilson and Harvey for Bowers or Kittle. Wilson and Harvey. It's kind of a lot, but if you could get something back, I might be okay with it. Wilson and Harvey. I mean, Bowers is great, and I want that trade, but I just think maybe potentially you're giving up a tad too much. But it's a solid idea in theory. But, like, you know, you might be giving up. Because, I mean, think about where Bowers would go in a draft right now. He'd go, 2. But Garrett Wilson could go 3. Harvey could go 4. Technically, right now, he's going a lot higher and higher. So, just be careful not to give up too much. But, I don't mind. I don't mind that. The idea, the concept, at least.
All right. Thanks. That's all. I just wanted to pick your brain on that.
Yeah. I mean, come back with another offer if you have one, but hold on one second. Sorry, I'm just distracted. Brock Bowers there. I'm going to go Brock here, so Bajan and Brock. But Yeah, just be careful. And I guess if you're overloaded with talent and everybody else is overloaded with talent, sometimes you do have to give up more. So I'm not opposed to that. But what if you get something back? You know, just get something back, something that he doesn't value. He's got to make a cut anyway. And if everybody's rosters are stacked, if you tell me, well, Smitty, I can get, you know, some people have done trades like this and they're like, I got Harvey, and I'm like, okay, now we're talking. You know, that's solid. That's awesome.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Like, what's he have? Can you real quickly look at his roster? What's he have that he could throw in?
I could probably try to get him to throw in. He does have like a Bashal Tootin.
Yeah.
His roster's pretty thin 'cause he went with the triple QB, triple tight end.
Yeah. I mean, I like Tootin, but I don't know if that's enough to get the deal done. All right, bro. We'll call back when you got another idea, and we'll cook it up and see if it'll work. All right. Appreciate you.
All right. Thank you.
I like this build. Bijan, Bowers, and JD5. That's pretty nice. I haven't done that yet. Last caller, 602. What is your name? Calling from Phoenix.
$502 or $602?
Oh, does it say 502? Oh, yeah, 502. All right, 502. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Kalen from LA.
Kalen from LA.
I was just wondering, I'm at the 6th pick. Of course, the CD's there. I'm down to take them. I know JT's up next in line, but I think I could get H and Bucky or Hendy, 2 of those 3. If it was between JJ and Neighbors, who you going with? Because I love Neighbors, but I also am a little worried about that. So,
JJ probably. They're both kind of a concern, you know, but they're both elite. You know, how do you?
Yeah. And then also, I got a couple people interested in Rice. I kind of want to keep him, but we just wanted to pick your brain maybe on what you would be willing to give away Rice for. And also vice versa, like what would you try to trade for Rice?
I mean, it's a loaded question, man. Hard to say. I'd probably say at the end of the day. Oh, hold on one second. Let me just make this. I'll go Genty here. This is solid. Bijan, Genty, Bowers, JD5. Let's see what wide receivers I get. You know, Rice, I would definitely give up a Tet McMillan for Rice. I know most people wouldn't, and that's fine. Matthew Golden, and I like Matthew Golden more and more. I'm admitting that every day I mention that like 3 or 4 times a show, just so people understand. When I change a direction on a player, and I'm not changing drastically, I just think that the opportunity is really nice for him. And with Jaden Reed now probably looking like at some point be out for the year, he's going to try and push through the Jones fracture, but it's just going to get worse. So the opportunity's there, but I still like trading those guys because their values are so high. So that's the kind of value I'm looking to trade to get Rice. If I'm trading Rice away, I need something more significant than that. I need Travis Hunter. I need RJ Harvey. And even if I got to give a little bit to get that, that's fine. But there's no way I'm trading Rice for, you know, a player I barely like contemplate starting, you know?
No, yeah. Okay, yeah, that's all I had. Appreciate it.
All right, later, bro.
All right.
Why is Puka falling so far? I mean, damn. Why is Puka falling so far? This might be the freaking winning pick, bro. And you guys know who I'm probably, you know, there's so many players here, but I'm gonna land somebody solid. Tyreek's the top wide receiver on the board. T. Higgins is second. JSN is next. Tet McMillan, Jamo Williams, Cortland Sutton, Ricky Pearsall, Devontae Adams. I mean, I could go Devontae Adams and have both, you know, but I don't know that I'm going to go that route. I mean, I could. This is crazy, man. Oh my gosh. This guy might take a... Okay, what do I do here? Do we go Debo or MHJ? Or JSN? I'm going to go Debo. Debo, MHJ, JSN. Let's go, JD5 Debo. Woo! Doggy. That's the pizza party right there. Damn. We got to stack Debo. JSN's a nice pick, but we got to stack Debo. Debo, JD5 and Debo. Puka Nacua, Genty, Bowers. That is a monster squad. That is crazy. Damn. Scott, I've had enough of your Debo slander. I'm putting you in timeout. You're nonstop. Debo over JSN's crazy. Here, chew on this for 10 minutes. I'm so tired of your Debo slander. You do it in the Patreon. You do it everywhere. I'm done with it. Just stop it. Move on. You don't like Debo? Fine. You don't want to learn about it? That's fine. I don't know how to help you. But it's constant. It's constant Debo slander all day long, just nonstop. House call Hendy, damn straight. Do it live.
Taking it to the house every time he touches the football, baby. Taking it to the house every time he touches the football, baby.
This team's fire. Just straight fire. I've got a couple super chats I need to answer real quickly, then we'll jump into another one. Omar, appreciate you. 12-team PPR, Superflex, Purdy, Fields, Barkley, AK, Swift, Sharbs, Javante, BTJ, JSN, Pickens, Igbuka, Addison, Ferguson, Okonkwo. Any advice on moves to make? Barkley, AK, Swift. I want to get out of AK and Swift, bro. I wouldn't have drafted them. Sharbs, I love. BTJ, JSN, Pickens, all fire. Buka, Addison. If you're only starting 3 wide receivers, then maybe you trade one of those wide receivers. I'm not trading BTJ. I'm not trading Buka, and I don't want to trade Pickens. Love JSN, but I'm probably sending JSN and AK or JSN and Swift for one Bucky. H-Hand comes to mind, Kyron. H-Hand would be your best bet right now because owners are panicked Peters about his situation. So that's what I'm doing, bro. Going after those. Angel, appreciate you with the $10 hauler. My boy Angel 9.0 here. Angel ain't letting that go. He's 9.0 Angel from here on out. From here on out. My boy Angel. My secret to drafting, be the draft. Let the chumps reach. Let the league winners fall. To you that Smitty educates us on with the best talent available fall. Let's go. Angel 9.0 Angel in the building. Angel ain't letting that go. He's wearing that badge of honor for the rest of his life. What's up, Smitty? We appreciate your hard work. Sent my team in the Patreon. Any moves or stand tall? Well, I can't pull that up right now, so I'll have to go look tonight if you're not putting it in the super chat. Keeper was Bucky in the 3rd, Genty in the 6th overall. So you got to throw that in the super chat while I'm in the live stream, bro. You can't go hunting through the Patreon right now. But I appreciate you, and I will look at it tonight. I'll go look for it. Thank you for the super chat. Let me see if I can remember what I'm looking for. Hopefully your name is the same. But Smitty, I appreciate your hard work. Sent my team in the Patreon. So that was, I don't know if your team is the same. Keeper was Bucky in the 3rd and Genty in the 6th. I'll look for the Bucky Genty question as well. Thank you for the super chat. You can also re-message and post your team or something, and I'll look at it in here. But should I trade Bajan for Genty, H-N, Hendy? Like, all of them? I mean, the way you're wording this, I would trade Bajan for Genty, H-N, or Hendy if I'm getting a magnificent player along with it, right? the downgrade, the dilution of 1 for 2? Certainly. If you're asking me if I should take all 3, the answer is yes. I don't know if that's what you're asking. A 12-team PPR, 1 flex start. Knicks, Bijan, Tracy, Jamar Chase, Sutton, Myers, Bowers, Warren, Downs, May, Najee. And traded JT, MHA, Kamara for Bijan, Myers, and he moves. Traded JT, MHA, and Kamara for Bijan and Myers. That's a lot to give up, but I probably would have still done that. I like the team. I'm not a super big fan of your Tracy in that spot. I don't know if Tracy's got any trade value. Probably not. So you're going to be hard-pressed to do anything unless you were to dilute Bijan. But as you just saw, and you just got Bijan, so you probably don't want to trade him. But in a team where there's a little bit of lack of depth, you could say, which I think kind of what your team is, it's Bijan and Chase and Knicks, and that's fantastic, and Bowers. But there is kind of some gaps in there. If you were to be able to get rid of Tracy and Sutton for a Harvey, for maybe a Breece Hall, then I kind of like where you're at. And I like that. You don't have to touch any of the other big pieces. But if you did take Bijan and turn him into Genty, Kyron, or really Genty, Bucky, Achane, I would say those 3. Genty, Bucky, Achane with a big player, massive monster wide receiver that's just undervalued or something, then all of a sudden I like this team even more. And you didn't really take a big step downward, because I love Genty near Bijan. So 12 team, please rate the team. Allen, Penix Jr., running back Hendy, Harvey, Sharps, Gordon, Blue, Marks, Lamb, Neighbors, Hunter, Debo, Rice. Look at our community struggles so badly at wide receiver, not because they're bad, but because they're too good. Pretty much every team I see day in and day out, and matches my team that I got in my buddy league, and it's a 10-man, but I'm sitting here struggling because I got Harvey, Debo, and Igbuka on the bench. And really I don't, because I put Igbuka in over Garrett Wilson, and I put Debo in over Hunter. At least that's the way I've left it right now. But we have this problem where we have Hunter or Rice. Rice will eventually go in, but we have all this. We have a tough dilemma on our hands. I mean, Lamb, Neighbors, Hunter, Debo, Rice. Like, this is a tough call. But I love this team. Not even worried about making any moves whatsoever. I would contemplate one Sharps or Gordon or Blue or Marks gains value to use one of those receivers, Rice, Debo, or Hunter, not Neighbors or Lamb, to go get one more bigger player, one more bigger monster. So I'd probably say that's where I would head with that team. But standing down is probably wise as well with the squad that you have. I'm getting Taco Bell, Smitty. What do I order? Get the 5-layer beefy burrito, bro. That's a pretty good one. And then their nacho fries, pretty solid order. Their nacho fries are awesome. They're just fries with the nacho cheese. It's good. Never a waste with Smitty. He deserves it anyways. All of them. He deserves it anyways. Best fantasy channel. Did I miss something though, or are you just telling me that all of them? All of them. Oh, you're getting Achane, Genty, and that. Oh man, I don't think that you show me a receipt of that you're getting all 3 of those running backs for Bijan Robinson. That's hard to imagine. That, or you're cooking up a weird idea late at night. It's going to get rejected, but I still applaud you for trying. Joey B, Bucky, Genty, London, Buka, Pickens, Garrett Wilson, Ingram, Bench, Debo. See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Every one of your teams has Pickens, Buka, Garrett Wilson, London in the lineup, and every one of them has at least Debo, Hunter, or both, or Rice, Debo, Hunter on the bench. Like, we got an embarrassment of riches at the wide receiver position, given all the steals and values we got cooking up here. Look at this guy. I don't know what you even do, though. Bucky, Genty, Joey B, London, Buka, Pickens, love Pickens. Garrett Wilson and Debo. Garrett Wilson and Hunter for one monster wide receiver. This is the one from the Patreon. That's a solid squad. I don't know. I would stand down unless I'm using Debo or Hunter to upgrade G Willie into a freaking Lamb, BTJ, or in between. Nothing lower than that. You sit, you wait, you let it marinate. Sit, wait, let it marinate. That's the new shirt logo. We need to, let me write that down. We need to sit, wait, marinate. That's rather than me say that over and over and over, I can just hit the button. You know, when I feel like it's time to suggest that to a team, sit, wait, marinate. let the players marinate on the bench. You know, Triple H always helps. You need help, call
In
him.
a jam, call HHH and Associates.
Triple H and Associates. Locations on Earth and Jupiter.
All right, let's jump into one more. This one feels like a winner. By the way, I never get projected high. They projected that team that I drafted, this Debo monster squad. They projected it for 95 points. Everybody else there's a 90 in there. There's a 91, 82, 81. There's a lot of, sometimes they have a lot of 70s. But let me show you the projection on this team. What a squad. This is potentially a pizza party. Let me put pizza party emojis in the title. Let me rename it because this might be the one we're watching. Goodness gracious, man, this team is unbelievable. And let me put the team on screen as well, because this squad is potentially the pizza party league winner. Let me see if I can send it to myself. Look at this team. We'll get in one more, at least one more. If anybody wants to jump in the draft with us, we haven't clicked the button yet. Underdog, promo code Smitty. Underdog, promo code Smitty. Here's the link. Doing it live. There it is. I dropped it. We'll be jumping in 1 second. Let me drag the team that I just masterfully drafted. This is a masterpiece, I tell you. A straight up masterpiece. This is the pizza party winner. Look at this. JD5 and Bowers. If I can get the damn screen to play nice here. Sorry, hold on. JD5 and Bowers. Bijan, Genti, Puka, Debo. 95 projected points. Look at this. 95 projected points. Not that I care about their projections, but the weekly ones are a little bit better than the season ones, but they're still projecting rookies low. But that's quite a high number for me. They usually give me an 83, 85 because they don't like my rookies. All right, we'll go straight in to a draft. So click on Battle Royale. In 5 seconds, we'll click the green button and we'll jump in. If anybody wants to get in, the link's pinned in the live chat. Promo code Smitty gets it done as well. And not all of us are going to get into the same draft, and that's okay, because we will all still be drafting side by side, locked arms, crushing everyone around us as we draft magnificently. And keep it liquid, keep it loose, keep it ever flowing, as Krug says. And let me pull up the draft right now. Looks like I got the 4 pick this time. I love these battle royales. They're a lot better than the what is it called? The ones that we did where there's a 6-person one. I don't really like those 6-person ones in the regular best ball format. Sit, wait, marinate. Woo! All right. Super chats galore. Thank you guys all for the super chats. Drop Packers or Rams defense. Probably drop the Packer defense. Well, no, not. I don't know now. Guys, where's the Packer defense go now? Maybe the Packer defense is better than the Rams defense now. Parsons adds such a crazy dynamic to it. Guys, we like Packers now. I think maybe, fantasy-wise, maybe we do like the Packers now more. Drop the Rams. I'm rolling with Parsons, bro. Chat, what do you think? What's the ranking going to change to? Smitty, just finished my team. How did I do? Drafted the following: Lamar, Hendy, RJ, Sharps, Krosky, Merritt, CD, Neighbors, Rice, Garrett Wilson in round 8. Okay, good. Love it. Love it, bro. Wait on Sharps. Gain some trade value. Maybe make a later move. Let's go, Drake. Maybe wait and make a later move with Sharps. Unless you can get rid of Krosky, Merritt right now. Krosky, Merritt right now at Garrett Wilson for a slight wide receiver upgrade. That's it, bro. Past that, I don't think. I think I'm waiting on that team. Let it. What is the phrase? Sit, wait, marinate. Sit, wait, marinate. I got to create that video. It's going to be so easy to just press that button. Maybe we have JD5 state that for us. Sit, wait, marinate. Let's go Brock Bowers again. London and Bowers doing it live. 12 team Hertz, May, Warren, Chubb, JCM. Sharps. Wait. Where are your running backs? Your running backs are Warren, Chubb, and JCM and Sharps. I mean, crazy part is, like, what if Charbonnet gets into the role really quickly? What if Ollie Gordon's just a straight up top 15 running back savage, even in his sharing role, just like Mostert, and you're able to do what you're doing, stacking, I guess. Amon-Ra, London, Devontae Smith, Buka, Rice, Addison, Kittle, sent Hurts and Smith and Warren for Chase Brown and Walker and Penix. And Penix is on waivers. Yeah, you had to make a move, really. Chase Brown's pretty damn good. And if it's one QB and not Superflex, you should never trade a quarterback like that. But it's one QB, you're fine. Chase Brown was better value. And I like Penix Jr. a lot, bro. So I'm okay with this. That kind of solved your problem. And then you're kind of, rolling with what you got. But this is a good team. Now it's a lot better. Why did Puka Nacua go in round 5 last time, and right now he's floating right at the top right here? I don't understand. I don't get why Puka Nacua fell to me in the 5th round. It makes no sense. 12 man. I like this team a lot. I think you made the right move. I don't even know that I envision anything else for you until Sharps and Ollie Gordon gain their value, Texans. But when that happens, then I think you jump on something else. .602, what's your name and where are you calling from? Oh, Phoenix.
Yeah, Phoenix,
sometimes
man. I
you're
live
not.
pretty close to you.
Nice, man. What's your name?
Connor.
Phoenix. What's up, my boy?
Hey, man, I've been in this 3-keeper league for over 17 years, right? And I've worked my. Yeah.
We're waiting, bro.
Okay.
Connor, you're not talking, bro. We're here. We're waiting. I haven't said a word.
Oh, my bad. Okay. So I've been in this 3-keeper league for 17 years.
Okay.
And I've worked my tail off. And my 3 keepers right now are Jefferson, Neighbors, and London.
Okay. Nice. I like it. Jefferson, Neighbors, London.
Yep. So I feel like I'm lacking on the running back area. So I'm thinking about getting rid of London, and I've got a deal worked out with somebody who's got 3rd pick, which is technically we start in the 4th round, right? Because we have 3 keepers, and I've got a deal lined up for Travion Henderson for London. And what do you think?
Well, I mean, London's got a higher ADP. You're drafting him over Trey Henderson every time. So you technically should be getting more.
Right? But if Trevion's going to be that top 5 running back, potential Gibbs style.
He is. Yeah, I mean, he is. But again, fair market value. You don't buy a $400,000 house for $500 just because you know it'll be worth $7 someday, So like you just gotta play the market a little bit, but you should be able to get something. But Hendy, I like Hendy a lot, but the value's a little bit off. But I definitely, if push came to shove, I would probably do it. But I just want you to try and maximize the value as well. Because right now, London goes... I mean, Hendy's going higher in Dynasty than he would redraft, obviously. But London's... The same thing could be said about London. So London's going to go much higher as well. Or not much higher, but at least where he's going, or, you know, first round potential. But yeah, I like the idea. Jefferson, Neighbors, and Hendy would be awesome. And but you know, wide receivers have a longer shelf life as well. So, and he's so young. You know, was he 23, 24, 24? London.
Yep.
All right, my boy. Anything else?
Yeah, and so I'm picking at the 4-7. So I'm looking at Egbuka, Hunter, or Harvey.
Egbuka. In Dynasty, yeah.
So go 4 wide receivers off the rip.
Well, you're trading one of them for Hendy, though.
But yeah, I mean, potentially. It's lined up at the moment, but, you know, if it doesn't come to fruition, I might be stuck with 4 really good wide receivers, and I'd be looking at David Montgomery as my RB1 potentially.
Well, that's not good. But I don't know that I'm changing who I draft, though, based on that, because I don't want you to lose value. I do love Harvey. I love him. Love him. But he goes like a round later. You know what I mean? Like, you should be able to get him still, or make a trade to acquire that pick or whatever. But it's not an easy thing to answer. But Buka is still more valuable to me, and I definitely love Hendy. But I want you to get something if you can. But worst case scenario, London for Hendy, I guess I'd do it, and then you'd have Buka. You know, I like Hunter a lot too. I don't dislike Hunter. Harvey just, I don't know that I'm valuing Harvey over Buka in a dynasty, bro. Buka is just a monster.
Yeah, I'm torn between Hunter and Egbuka, so it's tough.
Yeah, I like them both. They're both awesome. All right, bro. Let us know what you decide. All right, later. Chat, you can let the chat weigh in too. Chat, weigh into this question. Let him know what you do. This team feels pretty good. I went Gibbs. Ray G was in the 2 spot. Ray G's got Bijan, BTJ, JD5, Achan, McLaurin, Ingram. I like that. My team was London, Bowers, Joe Burrow, Genty, Kyron, Debo. Solid. And then this super chat here, rate my team: Smitty, St. Brown, BTJ, Debo, Hunter, Mims, Rice, Kyron, Hendy, Javonte Benson, Baker, 10-team league. Yeah, I like it a lot. I think that, you know, like the teams we keep seeing, the extra bench, and then, you know, you got Kyron and Hendy, though. You don't even need to move it. You don't need to move it at all. And I like Pitts. Baker's not bad. Would I want to upgrade Baker if I could? Sure. But would I overpay? No. Would I send like Benson later if he rises up, or Judkins if he becomes valuable, or Javonte if he has a good week 1, or maybe Rice after this week is 1 week closer to coming back, so he has the kind of trade value and you don't really necessarily feel like you need him because Hunter plays amazing, BTJ, St. Brown, Debo, you're feeling really good. You could trade Rice then, or you could trade Debo if you wanted to upgrade Baker if you wanted to, and I'd probably just roll into the season with that team, you know, at the end of the day. And then EA Goats, appreciate your $10 holler, my boy. Coming in strong with this one. Thoughts on my latest draft: May, Penix, running back Bucky, Hampton, Hendy, Justin Jefferson, wide receivers Neighbors, Rice, Buka, Pickens, Debo. See what I'm saying? Everybody's got this wide receiver room, every one of you. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm just, the embarrassment of riches. It's like getting an extra, like, you go to school for a degree and you come out with an extra degree. You know, it's like you went to school for engineering, you got your engineering degree, you're on your way to your engineering job, and then all of a sudden they hand you an extra, you know, business degree. Like or an extra analytics degree, or a degree in flux capacitor reset market strategy. And here you are. Here's your extra degree, sir. Like, what are you going to do with this? I don't know. Maybe I can trade my degree. Maybe I can trade my secondary degree. Look at this. Embarrassment of riches. But the thing is, Bucky, Hampton, Hendy, you don't need to upgrade that. Quarterback, maybe. Kyle Pitts like that. I kind of like Kyle Pitts. Would I upgrade him to McBride using Debo or Pickens? Yeah, sure. Look at it. Do I trade Igbuka or Neighbors? Probably not. Would I trade Neighbors to get safer? Yeah, Lamb. Maybe. But this team is awesome. You just wait on it. Pickens and I don't know. Pickens and your quarterback for an upgraded quarterback. I don't know. You could definitely look at that. But yeah, you just probably sit on that, bro. Just sit on it. Let it play 1 week. Why not? Let it play 1 week.
In a jam, call HHH and Associates.
Triple H and Associates. Locations on Earth and Jupiter.
Triple H and Associates. Doing it like they do it. I think we need a little jingle. We keep adding to this. It's going to become the best masterpiece of all time. It really just is. And maybe Denny, if you're out there, I pray that Denny calls him right now. Because if we just had a little jingle at the end, just a little jingle at the end. So we play it. The masterpiece continues.
Jam. Call HHH and Associates.
Triple H and Associates. Locations on Earth and Jupiter.
Triple H and Associates doing the things they do. I mean, it just makes sense to have just a little bit of a jingle at the end. You know what I'm saying? So we'll work on that. That's on me. We'll keep building it up. This will be the best masterpiece known to man. This will be the one most sought after board that people want to be on this board. Any $100 hauler, you can sponsor any video you want. And so if you drop a $100 hauler, all season long, you're going to see your name. Everybody will see your name. You telling your people, your boys about the show, and they don't believe you when they see your name on the screen every time we click this bad boy and we go.
Jam. Call HHH and Associates.
Triple H and Associates. Locations on Earth and Jupiter.
Triple H and Associates doing the things they do. Dropping the loads they load. Dropping the loads they drop. We'll work on the lyrics. I mean, the lyrics sound pretty good to me. Let's see if Kruger has any ideas. And let me see if he might be able to give us the jingle. Maybe. Hey, is he going to answer me? Is he sleeping? Hey, Kruger. So we're trying to come up with a jingle for our Triple H and Associates, which is basically Hendy, Hampton, Harvey, Hunter, Igbuka. Those are our favorite players, the rookies, the monsters. And we have a little HHH, Hendy, H, Hampton, H, Harvey, play on that. And Associates with the double E instead of spelling Associates normal for Emeka, Igbuka, double E. You get the deal. You know the guy. You know the thing. So we need a jingle at the end. And what I was thinking, you tell me what you do. Something along the lines like this. So it plays and it goes Triple H and Associates.
Triple H and Associates. Locations on
Earth and Jupiter. And then I want the end. I want it to go Triple H and Associates. They do it. Dropping the loads they drop. Or something like that. Kruger, give us your best I don't know, edit.
All right, Smitty. I've got you. Let's spin it up with that triple speed energy.
I closed them. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Jeez. Go ahead and start. I closed it on accident. Go ahead and finish what you were saying.
Sure thing. Picking up right where we left off. I was basically just wrapping up by saying we can definitely keep things rolling. Just let me know if you need me to fill in.
No. But answer the question. What I just said. Triple H and Associates. Give me a jingle that has to do with what I just described to you.
Absolutely. Got it. All right, let's do a little jingle for Triple H and Associates based on what you mentioned. Triple H and Associates, they get it done right. They'll build your walls up, make your yard a delight. From fences to permits, they'll handle the scene. With Triple H and Associates, your yard's looking clean.
But we're not doing yards. We're dropping fantasy, loads onto the scene every week.
Oh, got it. We're talking fantasy football loads, not yards of actual landscaping.
Yes.
Let me mix that. All right, perfect. Let's spin it around for the fantasy scene. Triple H and Associates, dropping fantasy gold every single week with the stories they've told. Lineups and predictions, they bring all the heat. With Triple H and Associates, your team can't be beat. There we go. All fantasy, no yards of turf.
It's good, but give me like a two-liner, like Triple H and Associates, blah, 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 blah. Like, I want it that short with that tone. And give me a little bit of like the singing, and so we can kind of feel it. Go ahead.
Absolutely. Let's keep it snappy and a little sing-songy. Triple H and Associates, Fantasy's Elite, blah, blah, blah. They'll make your lineup complete.
I don't want blah,
There you
blah,
go,
blah. I want you to fill in blah, blah, blah. Like, listen to mine. Triple H and Associates doing the things they do. But I want something a little more spacey or Wild Wild West or astronaut like. Last time.
Gotcha. No blah, blah. We'll give it some real flavor. Let's go for that spacey vibe. Triple H and Associates, out of this world, blasting off your roster with a fantasy flag unfurled. There we go, a little space theme two-liner for you.
I don't mind the blasting off your roster. That we could use that maybe. He gave us something to work with. He's just too bubbly tonight. He's like I don't know. It's not a family show, but we have families, But he's acting like this is like, Mr. Rogers or something up in here. All right, I gotta go. Appreciate you all. See you later. Thank you all for the super chats. We do have one more super that we gotta handle here. This is from Brown Panther coming in with a $20 holler. Look at Brown Panther doing it live. Brown Panther to the moon.
Alert. Super chat alert.
Yeah, Kruger didn't really seem that into it. He seems like he wants to clock out. Tony Pollard and Buka for Bucky and Parasol. Yeah, give me Bucky and Parasol. And then I flip Parasol, but definitely give me Bucky. I love Buka, but give me Bucky and Parasol. And then I flip Parasol with something else, Brown Panther. And then what happens is your team looks nothing like a team that someone should have been able to assemble in a draft. It literally will look insanely like, how did you get that team? Walk me through it. If you're able to get this trade pulled off, which part of me wonders if you're just thinking this up and the door's going to get slammed in your face. But if you're getting this offer or this is on the table, you take Bucky and Parasol, you flip Parasol and something for a Harvey or a Hunter or whatever, and then all of a sudden, bro, your team is insane. So you tell me if you get this done, I'd be very intrigued. All right, Kruger, we're going to rotate singing the verses, right? Triple H and Associates. Your turn.
Absolutely, Smitty. I'm on it. Triple H and Associates, here we go. And now it's back to you. Let's keep that rotation going. Love that energy. All right, Smitty, your turn to hit the next line, and we'll keep it rolling back and forth. Let's make it catchy.
Okay, don't comment. Just keep singing it, right? Triple H and Associates.
Got it, Smitty.
Just stop acknowledging me. We're singing together. If we're on stage together singing, are you going to say, thanks, Smitty, this is my verse. So I'm going to say it, and then you say it. Go. Triple H and Associates.
Totally on the same page, Smitty. H and Associates. And just keep that rhythm with you.
Okay. No side commentary. Ready? Triple H and Associates.
Triple H and Associates. You got it, Smitty. Just us singing.
Jeez. I don't think it's taken over my job anytime soon. I think we're a little ways away. we're a few years, I think. We hear doom and gloom, but it's going to take some time. Like who knows who's going to be able to replicate what we're really doing here. He doesn't understand it. Thank you, Brown Panther, for the super chat. I'll see you all later. Appreciate you. Give me a 2-sentence scary story with a very dark voice and very very musky voice. And I want you to tell a story about Henderson, how he took a ball to the house, a house call. We call him house call Hendy. Give me like a Halloween 2 to 3 sentence scary story about Hendy, the house call Hendy. Go.
All right, let me pitch it down for you. in a voice as dark and musky as a shadow on Halloween night. They say House Call Hendy doesn't run. He haunts the gridiron. When Henderson took that ball to the house, the defenders swore they saw only a ghostly blur, and by the time he crossed the line, it was too late. The end zone was already his haunted home.
Yeah, let's try one more. I like the tone, I like the voice, but I want something like, Hendy was crossing the street and a vehicle veered off and Hendy stood in the way and flexed his muscles and threw the ball at the car, and like give me some kind of crazy 3-sentence story about House Call Hendy. Go, one more.
Absolutely, let's give it a little twist. In that same deep, dark tone. They say House Call Hendy isn't just a runner, he's a force of nature. One eerie night as he crossed the street, a car veered straight at him. Hendy just stood tall, flexed those muscles, and hurled the football like a thunderbolt, stopping that car dead in its tracks.
Was it totaled? Like, did the insurance cover it?
Yeah, it was totally totaled. The defense basically couldn't do a thing to cover it. So you can think of it like Hendy just ran off into the night with that touchdown, and the insurance, well, they didn't stand a chance.
Oh, jeez. All right, Deuce, appreciate you all. See you tomorrow. Don't forget to get on over to the Patreon. In fact, I'm going to go over there right now. The Patreon is a year-round, 24/7, 365 live chat group. Cancel anytime, just $10 a month. And I'm going to go over there right now and type a message, and it's going to look like this. Smitty typing a message like Kruger. Smitty here. Anyone have any late night topics? Boom. I'm in the Patreon right there, ready to live chat with you. And if anybody has a draft coming up, or you just want year-round rankings, the start bench advice, the waiver wire stuff, everything in one place, content-wise, thefantasyfootballshow.com. I'll drop that link right here. And this is what you want if you want year-round fantasy football advice, rankings, trade calculators, bold predictions. It doesn't stop being useful when you draft. It's more useful than ever once the waiver wire and buy low, sell high articles drop, which are dropping right now. So go get you some thefantasyfootballshow.com. Kruger, tell the people to go to Kruger, tell the people to go to thefantasyfootballshow.com in a very scary voice, and give it like a little Halloween twist.
Oh, absolutely, Smitty. I can do that. In a deep, haunting tone. All right, everyone out there in the dark. If you dare to unlock the secrets of fantasy football, you need to creep on over to thefantasyfootballshow.com. It's a little Halloween horn that will give you all the chills and thrills for your roster. So don't be afraid. Go on. Take a peek.
Tell everybody, Deuce, we're out of here.
Absolutely, Smitty. All right, folks, you heard it. Deuces, everyone. Stay loose, stay flowing, and remember to drop a deuce on that like button. We're out of here.
Peace out. See you tomorrow. Deuce. Deuce, stay loose.